I embrace you all in the world of English with Sakshi Khanna. Today, design lecture for all the grades which I am dealing 11th as well as 12th grade. Today I have taken functional grammar based topic, that is speech writing. Speech writing, it's a very important question in your section B. It is coming with 10 marks. It's holding 10 marks. So very important to understand what is the strategy, what are the rules and regulations to frame a good speech in order to promote reading habits in the student. This question has been put in the question paper of your final attempt in grade 11 and 12 as well. So, first of all, very important question for you people to understand what is speech. You all must be knowing speech. Speech is a type of formal addressing. It's a type of formal addressing when we address to the group of people. There are two ways in the written form also. In the written form, it will be tested and you will be scored. Okay, you will be scored on the basis of your content, your vocabulary and your grammatical accuracy. But there are some other contents. So today we are doing speech writing in detail. So first of all, we need to understand what is speech. Principles of speech writing. It refers to a formal address or discourse delivered to an audience. In an examination, nothing is written purposelessly. You have 4 sections in your final attempt. Okay, grade 11 as well as 12. So I am talking about both. All the writing tasks have a purpose. Whatever the question has been set in your question paper, whether we talk about math, science, English, there is a reason behind. Very important reason that in order to promote your reading habits, it has been kept. These all writing section, because you know that reading is an input and output is writing. So these all writing skills based on the reading tasks. So to promote your reading habit, such type of questions has been developed in this scenario. So all the writing tasks have a purpose, I told you, to promote your reading. Simple as that. Always remember that you are writing to inform people. If you are speaking or you are writing, you are informing something. You are persuading them. Okay, persuading means provoking. You are forcing them to convince them or to entertain them. These are different sort of types of speech writing. Clarity of purpose will be clarity in the choice of style. Very important to understand the clarity of the purpose will clarity in the choice of style and vocabulary. In the writing task, section B of the paper, speech writing comes as a very long answer type question. Long answer type question, score 10 marks against, with the maximum prescribed word limit of 120 to 200 words. Minimum 120 you need to write and 200 maximum word limit. Even though there will be choice, you will be getting the choice as well. So before I proceed, I just want to tell you the how these 10 marks have been divided. What is the breakup plan of these 10 marks, so that you will understand where to give the weightage and where you can move on casually. Okay, so let's talk about the breakup of 10 marks in speech making, or you can say the article writing. Every question has the same scenario which I am talking you. First of all, we talk about the format. Before I introduce the topic technically, I just want to tell you the breakup plan of 10 marks, so that you can understand where you put more focus while writing. You need to be more concentrative while writing or making your content. So first of all, format contain 1 mark only, in which they will count, means your examiner will check your opening address, your opening statement, which is called as hook statement, and proper conclusion. Hook, you all know what is hook. I explained you. If you don't know, that shows that you people are not checking my recorded video lessons, and it's not good thing to mention here. So content, here we have 4 marks. 4 marks against the content. Expression 5 marks. And in these 9 marks, what they will check? Content, you all know, your main body. The main body of your speech writing means in which you develop your speech properly. Formally, you will develop your speech. Okay, after your introduction, you will go to the main body. That main body contain content, and content contain 4 marks. Now come to the expression. Expression contain 5 marks. in which they will check your grammatical accuracy. Grammatical accuracy means your sentence should be framed properly, tense wise, prepositions are used properly, usage of conjunction also mindfully. Such things they will check. Appropriate vocabulary. Now, very important to understand here, vocabulary. Vocabulary, I tell you, if we talk about vocabulary, I used three different words in the introduction. Okay, persuade means force. If you are using word force, you are writing average speech, you are speaking average speech. If you are using persuade, provoke, okay, then you are using different vocabulary. So your appropriate vocabulary is must. Accurate spellings. Don't think that you will write anything and it will be acceptable. Not at all. It can be done. Your spelling somehow can be avoided in your long questions, literature based, but never in the writing skills. Never, never. So please be very alert. While talking about accurate spellings, be mindful. Coherence and relevance of the ideas and the style. What is a style you are following? Is there coherence in your content? Means all the things are relevant. In you have divided, you have organized your speech in three parts. Three parts are there. Accordingly, you have put the content. You have prioritized the content, means what should come first and what should go at the back. Okay, so if we really talk about the priority, how you will give priority. Being a doctor, I ask you, it's a common example I'm putting you all. Just think about that. You are a doctor, okay, and in the queue, you need to follow the queue system, okay, and you have given the tokens as well. You have issued the tokens, but there is a person which has the number late in the evening, but he is suffering with the severe pain and very high fever. What you will do? Definitely, you need to give the priority in the same way. So this is known as priority. Priority as the professionalist. Okay, as the professionalist, you need to give the priority. You need to prioritize your content, that this should come front, this should go at the back. It means clearly you need to conceal, means you need to hide your faults. You need to hide your faults. That is very important here. Okay. Let's move to the technical content of speech writing. How do I structure my speech? Very important question in your mind after getting all the content which I told you just now. So very first important part, introduce yourself, not the name wise. You are not supposed to tell your name. If you are speaking on the stage, then you have been called on the stage. If you are writing on the script, your answer script, then also you are writing your name in front. So there is no need of formal introduction of your name. What you will explain your task, your motive, okay, that you will introduce there. Okay, you will introduce your profession. If you are a student, that your status. If you are working, you are student as well. Both are things you will explain here. So introduce yourself, not personally, name wise. People need to know who is talking to them. Okay, that's very important for you. Number second, we have ask for attention. You need to grab the attention, very important, otherwise they will get bored. Just take a simple example. You are sitting in the function, you all are going for the school functions, attempting, okay, so how do you feel when any VIPs or any chief guest comes on the stage for the speech and you people get bored? I tell you personally, it happens sometime. Unless there is some motivational point or something very interesting, you will not listen. Yes, of course, that it is with you as well. Ask for the attention. If you are speaker, means you are on the stage, or you are writing on script, okay, then also you need to grab the attention anyhow. You are trying to convince the people of something, so be polite. You can't lose your patience on the stage. Okay, very important, because my task not to just improve your writing skills or your syllabus work, your overall personality development is also my responsibility. So please be mindful and be alert in your content. State your position. What do you believe? Means you need to explain the current status of your relevant topic. You need to put the current status. For example, if we talk about this environmental based issue is your title, okay, then you can give a kickstart a push start, okay, very fast start with this COVID-19 outbreak so easily. People will listen to you. Definitely, because this is a current scenario of the society world across. Moving to the format of a speech. In order to write a perfect speech, now please be mindful and don't panic that you are not able to read anything from the screen. I will send you all the screen shots, or you can say that note based content on your wall. By evening you will be getting everything, so please focus over listening and listening only. Okay, so moving to the format of a speech. In order to write a perfect speech, we must be well acquainted. Acquainted means aware of, known to, with the topic. With the topic, you should be aware of what you have chosen. What you have chosen, that's very important for you to understand. You need to understand that you are acquainted with the content. Are you able to speak over that? Are you able to write over that? And must possess a wide range of vocabulary. Means a one word have many synonyms. At least two or three you must know. You must be known of that. For example, if we talk about something very horrible, you can say horrendous, horrific, terrific. If the hot scorching sun we are talking about means very hot outside, okay, the temperature, then we can say the blazing sun outside, scorching sun outside. Okay, so these are the different vocabulary which will help you to score well. A thorough knowledge of the subject. Now, what the subject you have chosen, that is purely your wish, your choice. You need to get ample of knowledge of that particular subject. Now you will be thinking how we get, okay, we are overburdened with mathematics, science, but this all go with the flow. This all go with the flow, step by step. So very important step is your reading skills. That's why such type of questions have been kept in your writing skills to boost you up, to incline you towards reading, which you people are not doing. So some research and excellent organizational skills. Research is must for you people. Research are you all are reading the newspaper, okay, because you are ND aspirants, competitive standardized paper based on the newspaper reading as well, and that you are doing. So what you need to do, you need to follow the editorial page full of articles. Just make a habit that weekly, I'm not burdening you, that daily basis you need to read an article. You can't do, it's not practical even. So you know that I believe in the practical things. Hardly I speak which is not practical. So some research that will be helpful for you to get the content for maximum relevant topic, which I will tell you later. An excellent organizational skill. How to organize your content means you have made the blueprint of your speech. Now how you need to consider that you will speak this first and you will speak this as last, this you will put in the middle. That is known as organizational skills. So here is the ideal format and tips to help you write your perfect speech. And a perfect speech, what it consists of. Let's move to the topic now. A perfect speech must consist of heading. Very important. Heading, I have given you maximum time, one suggestion. Always one suggestion. Even though 5 to 6 or till 7 words, you have the limit. But please refrain yourself. Means stay away from this limit. Go very precise. It should be very short. Don't go more than 3 words if you really want to score full marks. So the heading should be catchy, very catchy heading, which you all have done in your +1, okay, in the poster making. Title, you need to give the title, suitable title and catchy title. It should be catchy, attractive, and in not more than 5 to 6 words. Not more than 5 to 6 words. You can go as creative. There is no new limit of your creativity here. That is why this section is known as creative section as well. As you want this one, just make sure you do not devote too much time on it in the exam. Please organize your time as well. You have long questions to write, you have article writing, letter writing, Okay, so you need to be very careful, very mindful in time management while taking literature based exam, English exam in CBSE especially. Moving to the opening line, which is known as the hook statement. Opening line, this includes salutations, introduction, and the topic. Salutations, you need to welcome. So, if you open my video properly and you listen carefully, you always see I hardly say welcome. Okay, I hardly say welcome. I always use the word I embrace you all. What do? I do the salutation. I introduce later, but I welcome you all. I welcome you all formally, and that is very important. So, afterwards, the introduction. Introduction, I have explained you how you will introduce. You will not say I am Sakshi Khanna working here, there, and like that. No, you need to make it changeable. Okay, if I am making introduction, fine. So you can give introduction of your profession, how your profession is related, if you are student, if you are working person. Okay, so you will relate to the society and how you are helping. So in this way you can make your introduction very catchy. Otherwise every second person is giving the same introduction with the name and the class. We will not do the same. Make sure you do not mention your personal details. Okay? Follow the same. No school name, no name. Please avoid such things. You need to introduce yourself as a personality. What type of personality? If I will introduce myself, I will say a simple person with fanciful thought. Here I am giving you an example which every second student is doing almost. Respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. Today I am so and so stand before you all to speak on the given topic. This is the normal introduction which everyone is giving, but you will not. My student will not give this average introduction. You will give in different way, and I will send you some examples, some 5 to 7 ways how to open the speech on the paper, on the stage. Okay, you need to follow the same. So this is a tested and regular scenario of opening the speech by every person, but we will not follow the same because my principle to stay out of the crowd means stand odd one out. Or you could start another way, that yes, exactly this quotation way I have already told you. Okay, but I will brief you up here. You could start with a quote related to the topic as well, and then go with the salutations and introduction. So choose such quotation which will open your title, which will open the title as well, and then go with the salutations and introduce your personality, who you are, not personality wise. Okay, both the things are different. Everyone knows you are Sakshi, everyone knows you are working there, you are a teacher. What extra you can put, that is your introduction. Moving to the body now. Body, it is a main part of your writing piece. Yes, where you will open up your thesis in detail. Thesis statement, afterwards the main body. It is always prescribed that you begin with a short introduction on the topic. It's meant to be very much precise. Just in 3-4 lines, you will open up your topic. Means if you are talking about some environmental issue, okay, your speech title based on environmental issue, then you will give very brief description of environment, but it should be your thesis statement. I have explained you and I will not repeat here. Then you need to explain the current situation. The current situation means this is your title, this is happening now, and then you will follow, then you will elaborate your topic. The problems, if any. Of course, we are getting article writing, speech writing, essay writing, or any sort of writing, email writing also, based on the social problems, economic problems, political problems, health issues. Okay, so such type of problems, and very important, women empowerment and youth, our youth. So these 6 topics, always remember, these are relevant. So you need to put your reading inclined towards such topics only. So very important to understand here, if any. Please avoid this if any. because you are getting a title and it has ample of problem. Always remember, if it's not there, then practically you need to get the content based on search, and you need to find out the problems behind the stage. It doesn't mean physically you will go behind the stage. Behind the stage means not in front, but in your revision time, in your preparation time, when you are developing the blueprint of your speech. Whether after any corrective actions, betterment in the situation has been observed or not. It may include advantages, disadvantages depending upon the topic in the question. What type of title you have chosen. If it has disadvantages only, then you just explain disadvantages. Don't create advantages forcefully. If your topic has advantages, disadvantages both, speak the both, write the both. Now here, it is very important to follow sequence. How you will follow the sequence? You will follow the sequence yes, sorry for the interruption guys. Okay, now here it is important to follow a sequence. Exact sequence means thesis statement, means your title, your opening statement, your hook statement in 3-4 lines. Okay, afterwards the main body and the conclusion. Very important, because we never leave the things unopened. Now here it is very important to follow a sequence. It is possible that you have too many points or very few points. For example, you are in the examination room, okay? You are not acquainted with the title of the speech, okay? You are not getting anything, means very less point. And one student has many points, fine, and anything can happen. So you need to get ready for every situation. And as I always suggest you, get ready for the worst, but always expect the best, fine. So if you are having less points, then how to elaborate your question, because word limit you need to get in the way, and you need to write a long question based text. Okay, so you can't avoid the information. If you have many points, then there is no question to talk about. But very few points means we are not getting what to write in this question. So when you have a lot of varied points, it is better you choose a few best ones and write a line on each. Means if you have many points, for example, if you have 10 points for a topic, for your title, it doesn't mean that you will develop 10 paragraphs, not at all. You will create 3 or 4 paragraphs, and you will not follow yet that only one point and one paragraph. What you will do? 1 point, 1 line, 1 point, another line, 1 point, another line, in the way you will do. Okay, in this way you will give all the information which you know, means you put all the varied points. It's better for you. Choose a few best ones and write a line on each. Okay, and in case, now this is very important to understand, in case you have very few, already explain them in at least 2 lines each. Now you have few points, means you are having only 3 points and 3 paragraphs you need to develop. How in 1 line you will create your paragraph? Then you will add up some set of examples, as well, and then you will drag your length mindfully. Don't write rubbish. It's your formal writing question. Next rule, you have to strictly follow the prescribed word limit. Okay, the same thing, means don't write rubbish, don't drag the length only. Please refrain yourself from this situation. Limited time is there. You have limited time, you have other long question to attempt. So just do not go on writing and writing. Please be mindful while writing. Most important to understand, always begin with your strongest point, means your thesis statement should be very strong, your closing statement very strong, and when you are starting your paragraph, always begin with your strongest point. Never start with the example, always start with the point, the fact, the logic. You can accommodate the weaker ones in between and end with another strong point. In between, in the paragraph in between, you can put anything, means the weaker ones, not anything or rubbish. You can put the weaker ones, okay? Feel free to give your personal opinion in 1 or 2 lines. You can drag in 3 4 lines as well if you feel like so. But keep your all suggestions, your opinions for your concluding statement. Again, that is very important part, because if you have opened something, you can't leave it opened. Okay, you have to close it. It's so general. So in the same way, you have opened up a speech on the stage or on the answer script, you need to close it formally as well. Next rule, it is very important that you do not deviate from the topic, away from the topic, distract from the topic. You should remain on beat. Off beat, you will lose your marks. You should not deviate from the topic. There are chances you may get ideas linking from one to another that may deviate you from the main point. You have to refrain, means stay away from doing so. Okay, while creating your points, while adding some example, it happens sometimes, generally it happens, you deviate your attention, you start writing over your example, you start developing your example more over your content, main point, okay? And please stay away from doing so. Refrain means stay away. Here we have the concluding paragraph, means in which you are putting your solutions, your opinions, okay, your suggestions. Fine. So now it is to be remembered that wherever you elaborate a problem, means in main body you have elaborated the problem with set of examples, logic, fact based, okay, you always have to mention that steps. Now you will close your statement, you will close your speech, you will close your writing by giving some steps, some suggestion, opinion taken to improvise the situation and suggest a few solutions as well. Step you need to tell which can improvise that situation as well. This is the blueprint or sample blueprint, okay? Rough work, which I always say you how you need to organize your content. It doesn't like that you take your pen and start writing and you will put a lot of time in thinking only. So you, before you start writing, please do the rough work, that is known as blueprint, blue draft of your writing. So for example, importance of cleanliness, this is the title. So which suitable quotation you can put if you are not having any strong statement to open your question, you can do so. You can start with the quotation based on the cleanliness. Number of quotations in the world across daily we are listening, okay, here there about the cleanliness, anything you can put in that. So importance of cleanliness, how you will start your thesis statement, means this is I am talking about the introductory points. What is the situation of cleanliness in your school, in your home, in your surroundings? Okay, if you are a student, then in school. If you are collegiate, then your college campus. If you are a working professional, then your campus, working campus. So afterwards, the present status. What is the present status? Now, prevent disease, need to practice, reflects the character of the nation. These are the 3 points, main points, which will create your main body. Okay, so prevent disease, dengue, malaria, okay, typhoid. There are so many diseases, but we are not putting only the diseases here. We will put simple diseases so that everyone can understand, because we need to relevant. We need to create relevancy, okay, in our content. So it prevents disease. Why? Cleanliness important. Second, need to practice. Why it need to practice? Because we are destroying our environment. So in this context, you will write more. Reflects the character of the nation. Then you can give the example of Western countries, some foreign countries, okay, where lot of fine has been collected on the basis of such things from the defaulters. That's why their city, their nation is neat and clean, and it reflects the character. You can put the example of Singapore, very small country, but still full of restrictions, very strict rules and regulations, and putting the example. It's an exemplary note world across how Singapore is following the cleanliness. Benefits of cleanliness. You can give the example of Indore in India even. Benefits of cleanliness. Okay, so cleanliness, the benefits. So these are the things whenever you are doing your rough work. I explained you how you do rough work for mathematics rough sheet. Okay, in the same way, at the side or at the back of your question paper, you need to make this draft before you start your speech writing, article writing, essay writing. This is known as classification of your writing task. And last, finally, you will finish it eventually. Now, finally is the synonym of eventually. Conclusion statement. Here, your concluding statement. It's very important. You will close the statement with some suggestion, opinion. Okay, so be very mindful, be very very careful, because now you are persuading, you are provoking your examiner to give your final score. Let's recap what I have explained you. So few valuable tips to recap what I have said you. Number 1, make sure you use language which is suitable for the audience you are addressing to. Usage of complex vocabulary for addressing children is not advisable. This is for your speaking on stage, so avoid that. But when you are writing, you need to use the complex sentence, more complex sentence, and unique vocabulary means extensive vocabulary, different words. If you are starting something, then you are writing commencing something. Okay, in the same way you will make the changes. So you need to understand different words of one expression. Usage of quotes is highly recommended. Always I say, open up with quote, finish it up with quote. No harm in that if you are opening, closing with the same. Not with the same quotation, but with the quotation. Quotes can be used at a time of commencement when you are opening your speech, or as an ending statement. A quote in the middle of the speech would also be fine if you have appropriate facts based over that quotation. Make sure you write in paragraphs. First point, okay, 1, 2, 3, first point, set of example, some addition, and go to the next point. Okay, so write in the paragraphs only. Practice previous year question papers that you will be getting today. Today I will send you some last 2 years a prominent speech which students have got as a unit test, house examination, okay, in the final attempt as well, even in the compartment. Okay, so you can check. You just go through that 5 solved example I will send you by evening. Read as many samples as you can. It will give you an idea as to how they are actually written. So today I am doing the same. Number 6, read newspaper editorials or opinions. I have given you suggestion already in my introduction of today's session that you need to focus over the editorial page. They give new ideas and opinions that may help during exam. Plan before you pen. Plan before you pen, the same. This should be your plan when you are holding the pen. Okay, so this is very important proverb. Don't go without preparation in the examination war, in the war area. Okay, so you need to fight with the situation in both the situations. So please go fully prepared. So if you are taking pen to write, please get ready with the content so that you will not waste the time in thinking only. Just make a list of all your important points on the rough sheet. Last sheet of your answer booklet can be helpful so that you do not forget relevant points while writing. This also helps you in maintaining a sequence, which is very important. Presentation is very important here. Very important presentation also. Make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spelling. Check means scrutiny. Scrutiny is very important. Scrutinization of your document is very important. You will catch your own grammatical errors and the spelling. They carry marks. Please, 2 times, 2-way readings you need to give after finish your written task. Leave adequate number of lines between paragraphs. Full, complete alignment you need to follow. Okay? Alignment process you need to follow. It should look clean and tidy. Presentation should look wonderful. Underlining the main points is very important, but never with the highlighter. It is advised to do it after finishing your exam, which you want to highlight. Use a pencil and scale for underlining. Please don't use colorful pens. It's so irritated. It will annoy the examiner only. Nothing will happen. You will not get extra marks for using these highlighters and the colorful things. Next we have underlining the main points is very important, but it is advised to do it after finishing your exam. Use a pencil, scale for underlining. Okay, and always have a few journal quotes in handy. I have given you special design lecture based on the quotation, in which I have given you 10 to 15 quotations generally on the topic like women empowerment, today's youth generation, young generation, educational system, political problems, social affairs, economic status, environmental issue. So you need to be handy. If you forgot, okay, or you haven't checked that video, please go back and check that video as well. I have made you all acquainted with the content formally. Okay guys, signing you off today. By saying this, I again recommend here that please check that video, quotation based, because it would be great if you could add a few quotes relating to motivating the people to take action. People on the stage and examiner in the examination hall. To take action means they will listen you. If they are crowd, they are audience, they are people, and if he is an examiner, then he will give you good marks. So last but not the least, the concluding line, thanking the audience for their cooperation and their patience, is very important. And if you remember, whenever I open the lesson, open the video lesson, I close it formally. I wish you also, I thank you also, for being patient with me. It is very important to conclude what you have started. Never leave a speech, or for that matter any of your answer open-ended. Open-ended thing we never keep. We need to close it formally, and there is authentic way of closing every task. Okay, please follow the same scenario. Okay guys, today by evening I will send you some solved example of speech writing task. Okay, please go through it. Then I will give you the question. Means I will give you the assignment. It will help you to gain good marks. So 10 marks is very important in our English paper. Okay, we can't avoid that. Fine. So stay safe, stay protected. See you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.